I am going to share with you the journey that we as InnoEnergy have undertaken from 2010 in enabling the energy transition at the European level, and how we have done that. We have done that through three main strategic alliances, and mainly the European Battery Alliance, the Solar Industry Alliance, and the European Green Hydrogen Acceleration Center. These alliances have been mandated by the European Commission, but we have managed to put together over 2,000 industrial partners to work to further the European competitiveness through the development of these value chains. And in our work for more than 10 years in these fields, it has transpired that access to critical raw materials and access to skilled workforce are the two critical factors for these value chains to succeed. So for this reason, we have set up in 2023 the InnoEnergy Skills Institute, which is a department of InnoEnergy that is building on the energy ecosystem of InnoEnergy with the aim to shape the global workforce through innovative skilling solution and talent pool required to accelerate the energy the transition to a sustainable economy. Also, for the skills, we have received a mandate from the European Commission, especially from VP Šefčovič, and we have been tasked to team up with the member states to help them prepare their countries to accelerate the energy transition and meet the challenges for a sustainable tomorrow. And how we are doing that? We are doing that by developing curricula and training content, building on the input from our industry partners. And the concept that we have come up with is called the Net Zero Industry Academy Blueprint. You see in the presentation, and I hope you will receive this slide, the blueprint and a video explaining how this is going, how this in net zero industry academies are working. And on this slide, it's also showing the same concept and explaining the same concept. Firstly, we start from putting all the stakeholders in the value chain together. And we draw input from the strategic value chains, from industry association, from the member states, from the learning training providers. And we are having 4 main building blocks: the skills intelligence, the industry endorsement learning, the certification, and the marketplace of training content. So I was quite happy to hear from my colleague earlier on talking about marketplace, because also in the Net Zero Industry Academies, we are working with the term of marketplace of content and I'm going to explain to you a little bit in a minute how that is working and what does it mean. But going through this process and benefiting from these services, we are going to have skilled workers across the value chains, both in all the industries that are needed to enable the energy transition at European level, but also worldwide. Coming to the marketplace, in our case, how does it work? We are defining key job roles for the solar industry, for the wind industry, for the battery industry. We are applying a quality control framework to the content existing out there. So we are not recreating existing content. We are going out there to all existing content. So if you are listening to this and you have content relevant for these industries, green hydrogen, solar, wind, batteries, heat pump, come to us. We are making sure that your content is reaching the learners, but it's also bringing you revenue back. And what we are doing with this content, we are designing learning journeys. So again, I'm explaining what it is involved in all that. And if the learner takes the learning journey and completes it, then at the end, it's receiving a European endorsed certification, which if it passes a formative or a summative assessment, this learning journey is, let's say, it's certified, it is recognized at European level, and with that you can get a job in these industries that I have mentioned. And we see so far, for example, in batteries, we have skilled 89,000 workers with this format. And these are our content providers with whom we are working so far. And you can see here some quite prestigious names. So I would love to see some names from Italy on this table. Today we are only having one partner from Italy, and that's Polytechnical University of Torino. And coming back to the critical job roles, you see here the 25 critical job roles identified based on industry demand from the battery value chain, for whom we are having 100% content in our library to skill and upskill the needed worker for this industry to prevail. The same for solar. These are the 6 critical job roles with whom we are working. And again, we have 100% content for skilling and reskilling of these job roles. So as you can see here, especially relevant for a country as Italy, installation technician, OEM technician, module manufacturing operator, AC and DC electrician. So the beauty of this sustainable energy transition is that we are really needing and focusing on what we are calling the blue collars, people who need skills, who are combining digital and green skills to go to prosper in the future, and that's our pledge. And this is an example of how we put these learning journeys together and the courses that are needed. This is an example of blue-collar job, and this is an example of white-collar jobs. These are actually the 2 most demanding job roles that we are seeing today in the battery value chains. And as I was just saying before, we have a significant number of learners who have underwent this process, which are quite happy, and all of them are employed in highly paid jobs, and you see on this slide their testimonials. So I would like to conclude my intervention here by inviting the companies, the learning provider, but also interested parties in Italy and Italy itself to contact us, to reach out to us, to enter into a partnership with us. As you can see, we are present in 13 member states. It's also important to mention that by signing a partnership with us, we are designing a program customized for the country. We are translating all our content in the language of the country. We are training the trainers, and we are piloting. So we are really offering free content of our library to the interested party, up to 50 and 100 learners. But then we are also supporting the stakeholders in the country to build on this program and develop it with the European social funds available at national level. I hope I inspired you with my presentation, and I wish you a good continuation of the event. Thank you.